we are here. We are here to do the righty right thing. Because on the outline, we are about here. Hi, Blackheart. Shout out. Shout out. There you go. But we're about here-ish. So what I want to do is I want to finish writing these parts and attempt to go through. I'm hoping to get to this part, but I don't know. That's what I'm hoping for. But also I have a hard stopping time of like noon. We're on page 17, almost 18. Oh, I was in the middle of a paragraph. Okay. I think I was in the middle of one of these yesterday. And that's a huge paragraph. That's okay. But yes. I'll go with them all. Okay. Random words, yes. So, once their mom leaves, the family gets to work quickly. Tyler writing everything in the code they made as kids, which can't read still. I will teach you, but right now I'm reading aloud and talking aloud while doing it, so. But that's okay. I do have a full written code right next to me. I have not figured out how to put that in Google Docs, but that's a story for another day. I'll figure that out at another point. But when I'm hoping either this month or next month that I finish this, because I know I asked a couple friends if they could read it, and they both said they would. And I was like, okay, I'll make it so you can comment on it. I know there are things I need to add in, like more details and such. But I figured that way they can see what I need to add in, including, but not limited to, naming meals and such, and all the fun stuff. But I will take any and all suggestions from them. Once her mom leaves, the family gets to work quickly. Okay. Written down on this paper, we'll send photo. Yep. And everyone else looking for any and all information. Once they finish, the five of them go back to the palace library. But when they get there, it's different. Something's wrong, Alice says, causing them all to look around. Rose letting out a soft growl. The others all glance at each other and nod. The books left scattered on the ground. Among many others, before running back to their base that they'd made just in case something happened. Once at the base, size I don't feel it anymore, as it's trapped there or something. It's, yeah, thingy. Okay. Any suggestions then? Me asks her. Might play a dating sim next month. Okay. What kind of dating sim? Because there's a lot. Share quietly. Is older to listening intently. So they figured out um well, according to our notes, releases June 17th. It's called Date Everything. Oh, okay. That sounds like fun, actually. So, our notes says that the people of fuck, what did I call it? Fuck, what did I call it? Not actually. Buckhead and Maya Skull. Cat were trapped. Can't date the fridge. Oh, okay. That, I mean, okay. Were trapped by overwhelmingness that had merged with the royals of Lyoskull. Lyoskull royals, however, were trapped by not overwhelming darkness, by being overpowered. Word, which leads me to believe if we free one, we free both. That would lead to, where did I say they were trapped? Tenbray. Tenbray being forced to release them, as well as its own people, instead of keeping them trapped. Okay. Listeners, looking at all the spread pages of notes before continuing, I'm most wondering if a bit of the darkness was left trapped the palace. If so, can it transfer to people? If so, why hasn't it yet? If so, why can it only transfer to certain people? Tyler and Crystal look at each other before sighing. Not lock. Look. Okay, so outline. said, hold on, have I? Fetus attack. Okay, it does. They're trapped in tenebrae. What exactly is tenebrae? Asks the older two to pause and look at each other before looking at their sister. Okay. Tenebrae. Do I have any notes on tenebrae? Tenebrae. Okay. Currently, however, it's formerly a planet of machinery with loads of metal resources. Okay. Okay. I do have Google Translate open. I also have Google open. English, Latin. I don't know if I'm actually going to need it. Don't switch that. Google. Yes, I know that's my account. Oh my gosh. Google. Google. Thank you, computer, for doing that. Right is a planet that was also cursed, but in a different way from our planet. Lyoscol, which is the planet we're on. Lyoscol, commas. So thingy. Lyoscol is known for its variety of resources, even though we don't have as many as certain specialty planets, such as Bauket. Bauket, which has crystals. Bauket with its vast crystal. With its. We do, however, also have stronger magic than most other planets. However, it's much more specialized than others. Okay. Random info dump because I love this character. Tenebrae, however, being a machinery planet, was cursed to become more of a jail or prison planet with the darkness and despair from all of its prisoners. There's especially since most fetus is also stuck there, namely in order to stop others from escaping. Alice calmly dumps. Meaning most of Vetus. Don't you mean all of Vetus? Tyler asks, staring her in her eyes. Alice shakes her head no slightly before answering. Vetus was all there for a while, but think with all of our snooping that it had someone or something from Vetus leave the planet to come here, monitor us, but they haven't fully figured out how. So we'll have to speak in code. So I can't actually type out the code here. But what I'll do, when someone talks and it's in parentheses. Wow, I actually spelt that right. Yippee! Parentheses. That means it's in code. It's within something else. I'll note what language they're speaking. So let's change the color of this. Okay, so that adds a little bit of notes, because that'll be helpful, I figure, because that allows me to just be able to write in English without having an issue. Okay. Period. Okay, let's continue. All right, let's see. Okay. Oh yeah, you were gonna join. Oopsie. And there's Nod. After a while, head back home, where they meet up with their mother and explain the situation to her in code. So, outline. They gotta figure out. Okay, so they're kind of here, which is good. So I'm getting to where I want. But if I'm on page 17 already, or actually 18 and I'm halfway done, I should be able to get to page 20. Ooh. That's what I need to do. Sticky note. Add jizz and April's story is at pages. Okay. So I have that to add in. That's a thing for later. I'm gonna make a pages command to say how many pages we're at. And I'll just let people do it. I'll probably have it up, but only on like writing streams. I figure out. Oh no, not do that. They gotta figure out how to save them. So, what's the best way? Hold on. Not story, notes. First time is on page 18. Okay. Best way to free Freya code as they all on training. How to fight, how to block, how to heal or protect each other, as well as practice some spells that Liz taught them. So if I look at spells, I don't want them to know that one. Finding someone or Alice does. Page 14. Okay. Okay, page 14. Okay. I think. Okay. Okay. Going up. Okay, I can work with that. Okay, so I go up. No, should I have? Okay. Fuck, where do I put the code? You know what? No. Let's finish this. Add subtab. Rename to do. Um, out where... Oh, this is size 11. Where this first mentions these spells. Make so she only mentions 4 spells, specifically cutting out spell 2. Not mentioning it so ever until the very end. Do you have mentioned on page 18 as only 4 spells. Look for any prior answer as needed. Okay. So that's something I need to do myself on my own time. So what I'll do is outline, once I finish this, I will then go back through, read it, and then I guess go from there. Alter that. At least for that part. Because there's nothing else I drastically want to do. Create at least 10 different meals. 4/5/5 4 or 5 different meats / where to find them. So I figure we do that. Then we should be fine for that for a little bit. See. How to reach different foods, how plant grows / kind of plant, tree, out of ground, vines, PC. Is labeled in story with around it where I include them. And change that to that. So that has a little bit difference. So, here's what I'll do. Possibly rewrite in Latin, then translate back to English to practice working with Latin again. So outline. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's festive. Where they're trapped and are able to figure out the solution of how to untrap them. So they... Okay. Yeah. All 4 of them. Alice pauses her training before getting everyone's attention There's also something you should all know. Starts everyone looking at her, Rose included, before continuing. Code spells. So they don't know this one. They do know that one because they've used that. This one does not. Once Skull is partially freed, so once they get there and like start attacking and such in order to free the people, because yes, then these guys does not necessarily mean that it's going to happen to do that. The spell that allows us to protect the planet as well as receive the planet's protection is different. Once we're on Tenbrae, as long as some of the people of each planet are partially freed, or we're able to access our own inner magic, then Lyoskal should be able to protect us on Henbray, at least minimally. Okay. Oh, do. So we get at least a little bit of protection if needed. Crystal replies softly. Hello! Delete everything, Sparta. Hello, Starlit Vania. Welcome in. Welcome into Working on Story. How are you this fine time zone time? Ooh. I mean, okay. Do. You good? That's good. I'm glad you're good. How much protection? How often? What kind? Leia asks Alice. Who answers almost as softly as Still had. Being good is good. Skull may be able to create a shield or barrier around us for a few minutes a time, but we'll need to take a break of at least a quarter hour or so. Very minimal I'd rather us avoid using it if we can. So we can make sure to use it for an emergency. The others nod, and all of them get back to training. Rose included using her own magic. So, with the outline, they figure out a way to get them out. Which, that'll be fun. But, it's gonna be fun. I don't get why date everything is rated 16 plus in Europe. I don't know how game ratings work in other places. American. I mean, 16 is still a teen, but I honestly don't know. I'm also American. I don't really know how the game ratings work because I don't play a ton of games. I know bits and pieces, but that's about it. Ooh, we're almost to page 19, and we're here. A month later, it starts to get a bit chillier outside. Chilly. Okay, that works too. Meaning it was almost time. According to Alice and Tyler's calculations, the resources on Tenbray were least likely to do damage during chilly months, which thankfully, since Tenbray and Lyoskal are sister planets, happen at the same time. Planets happen at the same time. There we go! Okay, so we're on page 19. I'm so happy about this. That means though. My goal is to get 20 pages by the end of this, which, if we're on page 19, should be very doable. I hope. I really freaking hope. But also, this is a rough draft, so, like, I know I need to add stuff. Like, I need to add all that stuff in. Need to add these in. Need to alter that. Need to do that. Stuff I need to add in or rework on. And then rewriting it. Oh, plus I gotta add some of this stuff in. Yay! Why I do this to myself, I don't know. But I very much do. I very much do. If I need to go back and add stuff in later on, I will also do that. They'll attacking Tenbray to free Bristol. Wow, I can't type. people and her birth parents soon. Crystal's people. They'll be fighting fetus. So what I'm writing is fanfic right now. It's more so Drabbles, ficlets, and headcanons more than fanfics, but still. Ooh, I love writing fanfiction. Do tell. Provided it doesn't break TOS. Of course, of course. And it follows the general 15 plus guideline. But yes, do indulge. I love a good, well-written fan fiction. They're also very fun to read and very fun to write. Right, let's see what's next. Nobody had figured out the true reason Vetus had attacked. Bauket yet either. Lyoskull made sense. Lyoskull royals made sense since they tried to attack Vetus in order to to protect other planets as well as their own people. Bauket, though, that's still a mystery. Excuse me. It's NSYNC fanfic with a lot of sprinkles of Power Rangers in it. Ooh. I do love a good Power Rangers fanfic. Love Power Rangers. Although I will say I kind of stopped watching after, I think it was Dino Charge. Because I watched Megaforce. Watched Dino Charge. It was a really long, or really big team. After that, I don't think I've watched it really since. But definitely a good show. So my other question is, which season of Power Rangers is sprinkled in? That's the question. Or is it your own fan season? Because that can also be really good. Okay. Outline. So, let's do this. So let's work on this stuff collectively. So that way they all sit down and do the stuff. That's when they have their meeting. A chilly night. Mighty Morphin, since I just started it. And 2017 movie. Ooh. Nice. 2017 movie was good. I don't love a lot of movies, but that was a good movie, actually. Night. Week before they're to go save everyone. Okay. You want me to binge a TV show or an anime? I absolutely can. Movie? Probably not. Even if it's less. Okay. Mons. Use Please don't die. There we go. There we go. What kind of meeting? Past month and a half we've been training. Weeks. It happens. Okay. Once this is all over, nothing will be the same. Everything will change. I think that I will get used to the cheesiness for Mighty Morphin, I hope. Maybe? I hope so. Personally, it is a good season. I like most seasons of Power Rangers. Again, After Dino Charge is iffy. Have not seen After Dino Charge. But maybe it's because I'm Magic Fairy. But Ninja Storm is my favorite. Shockingly not Mystic Force. Although I have tried that. And I could not get into it. I've tried many times though. I also like Dino Thunder. And what was it? RPM right before that? That was good. Wild Force. Also good. There's a lot of good seasons. Or maybe it was Mystic Force right before that. Not sure. But I like the... Oh, wow. Will change. Once this... When it's all done, do you want to do? Not for the people, but for us as a family. Brea brings up over the silence at the table. Okay. So, if I'm about here, I might be able to get through this today. I might. I hope so. I really do hope so. Okay. Plot twist 2. What is plot twist 2 again? Oh, yeah, that plot twist. Okay. That plot twist. Fun plot twist. That will specify to me enough. Okay. Why don't we spend a week or two just existing with each other? Maybe get to know still birth parents and maybe get to okay. Answers to which Tom nods. Alice stay silent, looking down. She had done different calculations in her head. After all, nothing would ever be the same. them there. She'll protect them. No matter what. Ooh, I feel like that ties in really well. So I have this headcanon thing in my notes app, but I cannot think. So there's a fun little thing I found that actually really I enjoy for figuring out headcanons. So what I do is I either look at fan fiction for it and see what the headcanons are there, or I'll go on like another site like Pinterest or Tumblr or something and just be like, hey, what are the headcanons for this? Or just headcanons for, and then you put what it is. For example, headcanons for Winx. Yeah, no, screw that. Let's see what this is. Winx Club. And then, okay. Attached, okay, this, like, just different headcanons. That is, those Tumblr mentioned. Yes. I still have a Tumblr. I just don't regularly use it. Winx Club spot. I am very big Winx Club fan. Winx is good. And I know everyone's hating on the reboot for Winx Club. I will personally be watching at least a bit of it to see how it is. I don't necessarily expect myself to love it, but I don't want it to be hot garbage either. Because I tried Fate, the Winx Saga, and so exactly. Like, I'll be watching it, I'll see what it is, but so at the time of Fate's release, I had Netflix. I had a Netflix account through something else. So and I've been trying to convince my sibling to watch Winx Club because I think they'd actually genuinely enjoy it. And so they start watching Fate, and we watch it separately but at the same pace. And I don't know how far I get through, but I'm like, this is hot garbage. And I told my sibling that, and they're like, oh, like, what makes it hot garbage? So I told them. I was like, well, this character, Stella, loves fashion, loves different outfits, loves different colors, super colorful, fashionista. My sibling's like, yeah, no. And I'm like, Farragonda, the principal, also does a bunch of stuff. And he just kind of looked at me and goes, yeah, no. So they went from useful to useless. I'm like, yeah, pretty much. So, yippee. All right. Ads are starting soon, in about 30 seconds. What I'm going to do is I'm going to BRB and go to bathroom. And I will be right back, and then I will continue writing from there. That way, there's not really much missed, if anything. Alright, alright. I'm back. I'm back. According to this, there's still a few seconds left, which, not too bad. I had pretty good timing on that. Ooh. Your ad's over? Yippee! This. Do. Okay. So, I was partially starting a sentence. Oh. I was making it so Rose could communicate through thought, but only for minimal. I know. Only talk to you and only through this telepathy. But why don't you tell them? Okay. Says her head resting on Stoll's lap, staring right into Alice's eyes. Concerned honey brown eyes looking into terrified what so terrified eyes swimming to emerald and ruby eyes swimming in beer. I feel like that's actually a really good sentence. I don't know why. And it's about a dog or a magic wolf looking into a child's eyes. It's great. Need time frame I some added in on page 19. Okay. Chat, let me cook with my head and spout myself. Alright, that sounds festive actually. Love a good headcanon. So, with that, Rose, you know if I tell them, then either we all die, nobody gets freed, and we all die anyways. This is for the best. I meant to do that. Okay. Alice responds totally to their pet. Once their meeting finishes, we rest sure that they're ready for the fight ahead. So, I, I don't. So, I like that that's hinting towards something. And I know what it's hinting towards. Ooh, ooh. Hold on. Let me make a poll. New poll. I do it. Will okay. Will I finish the outline and draft 1? Yes. No. 2 minute. Let's make that 1 minute. New 1 minute. Finish a line and draft 1. Yes. No. Okay. Please vote on poll. Will I finish the outline and draft 1 during this stream? That's the question. The answer is yes. Then yes. If not, then no. I like writing fwens like that, so we're gonna do that. Okay, so let's do this part. Y'all can see where I'm at. I have this, and then I have 2 more. And I can only go till noon today. And there are times I get distracted. Distracted. View results. No. Okay. There we go. Let's see. Later. Still dark as the release family is up, heading towards the starting point. The locked cave entrance near the palace ruins. That's how they'll reach Tenbray. So that's what they do. They all manage to get in, to walk through the eerily silent cave, growing plants they'd never seen or even heard of before. Reaching a portal after their relatively short walk. Okay, so it's a relatively short walk. That's when they all go through it. Hello. Hello. Sylvia can stay in the walls. I don't care. Got nothing to hide. Um, um, going through the portal felt like everything was spinning, yet making everything feel right. That's when their feet touched the ground. A dark. But yeah, but I do. Those are our walls. Shh. Sylvia won't talk. Don't worry about it. Just bribe Sylvia with some food. I can do that. It'll be fine. A darkness almost enveloping them. She knows better. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Oh, perfect. I gotta make 2 batches of banana bread anyway. We're good. We're Gucci. Oh. At new blood. I feel. I expect banana bread. I mean, if you want banana bread right now, you got to get up here, but also you got time because I got to do stuff today. But yes, banana bread is something I like making. So. An eerily voice heard. Okay, so bye. Family, okay. Speaking of bread, I would love some monkey bread. Mm-hmm. That's when they notice them. The I enjoy baking, so trapped in cave. The of Bucket behind king and queen who currently freeze. I need to make a new spell. Fuck! Okay. 6, 15. Dupe. 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 That. I want to bake slash cook, but I do not. That's fair. Freeing. Trapped within. Trapped throughout. Will your trap is fading fast. I'm just saying the kitchen will be mine unless you're baking. That's fine. I don't typically like cooking. I just meal prep for the week and just hope that's enough for the week. I just make enough for the week for work. Otherwise, I air fry everything, basically. Just be aware, if I'm craving something and you don't want to make it, I will be making it. That I will say. That I will say. I make fresh fruit every other day. I like eating leftovers, but sometimes you gotta. Yeah, that's fine. Leftovers are fine. It's just, if I'm craving something specific, I'm having something specific, whatever that's gonna be, provided we have it and it's not like ridiculously fucking expensive. But usually when I'm craving something, it's like a mini pizza or chicken broccoli Alfredo specifically, or like ravioli. Usually not difficult. Chicken broccoli Alfredo is the hardest one there. Freedom is now for you. Please do what you must. A potion. Chef Boyardee. No. That's made at least 5 days in advance. Sitting within a glass bottle. A free shopping cheap bulk. It should be easy. Or we teach Kaido. I mean, I know how to shop cheap in bulk. Here we go. Good. Take meds and eat noms. Don't get me. It's okay, Sylvia. I'll make you some banana bread from scratch. Okay? I'll make you some banana bread, Sylvia. There you go. Some free, fresh banana bread. And be liquid or gas / air or gas. April, dear, you're spoiling. It's fine. It's fine. April, well, Sylvia, I already have to make 2 batches of banana bread because I got bananas. If you want, I can send you the recipe I have. Because it's actually pretty good. Oh, and even if you eat it throughout a week, it stays moist. It does not dry out. But it's not like liquid or anything, so it's even better. See? Sylvia also has to fight me, kind of. Alright. I'm just here. I've already said... Oh, do I just need to make everyone banana bread? Is that what I have to do? Because, like, we can bulk buy bananas, I think. Especially if we're just letting them brown and putting them in the freezer, so until I can do it, I'll just spend a day making different banana breads. Same exact recipe. The bread specifically. Oh my god. Do I need to just make you guys all your own batches? Because I will. I will. Can be liquid or gas. Once it makes contact. Though it can free people from curses. Made one a while ago, which has caramel flavored frosting and evaporated in 35 minutes. Okay, so you guys can try out the base recipe and determine what you want from there. Okay? But we're starting off with the base recipe. Yeah, mine's also supposed to feed 12, and it's usually gone in a day or 2. And I get like 1 or 2 pieces. That's it. If that. Although, I don't really eat it a lot. I like baking. I just don't like eating my baking. I'm just picky. I don't know. It also depends on what I'm in the mood for. The potion liquid is made from 2 cups water, 1 full plants. Mim and Mira. And 1 full. I love eating. Okay, well, I'll make stuff from scratch. I just don't like eating it. I don't know. I like eating other people's cooking, but I like baking. I just don't like eating it. I'm very odd like that, and that's okay by me. The potion gas is made from 1 cup water with 1 full mim, 1 full and 1 full rose. Oh my god. She will stay in the... Okay. Cool. Rose. All boiled. And the steam collected into a glass bottle. Okay, so story. Trapped within or trapped throughout. He hates me. Wow. Your trap is fading fast. Freedom is now for you. Please do what you must. Alice. I tolerate you so much. Wow. Okay. Says breaking the glass bottle on the ground of Bray. Yeah. That usually is. Saying everyone trapped in a cave or trees or any other curse to be freed. We're on page 20! Yippee! We did it, guys! And by we, I mean we. I'm still at this point. We made it to page 20. I love that. So. Okay, so. Name. Written. Okay. Okay. My logic with this is that once I have that, then I might be able to like double to triple the amount of pages at least. So if I can triple that and make it like 60 pages or longer, yay. Alright, now to drink plain water instead of flavored water with caffeine in it. Thanks. Alright, so we're here. So, notes. Do I have it under here? Character, people. Here we go. How dare you? Sylvia, everyone in my chat who streams gets shouty outy. Heart included. Heart also got a shouty outy. So, although if you'd like, Sylvia, I can always start talking people up. She hasn't streamed in months. I mean, still. We can start talking people up. I will. That's okay. You've streamed before, so you get shouty outy. The people, both planets, royals, and all quickly join the family, while the dark spirits / forces, dark beings attack. Need add so much more detail to fight at end of story. Make fight better sounding. So, some using magic, some using swords, some using other weapons, including string, and have you eaten and drunk enough today? That's a great question. That is a very good question, actually. Knives, among other things. That's these spell up to hit Tyler. Okay, so spells. Tyler, who quickly uses different spell. You use let us invoke protection. Copy. Please. Wow. Please protect us. Dupe. Dot. Okay. That's when the planet creates a protective barrier in front of her, using a slightly aqua teal glow, almost the color the princess of Skull's eyes. Okay, we're on page 20. I need to make this fight. I need to rewrite the fight. That's not a debate. I just will. I will have to. But we're on page 20. I know I need to add more, and that's okay by me. Like, I know what I gotta do. I has not. And that's okay. I'm working on it. That's when the entire Lee's family, minus Crystal, starts faintly glowing. The magic from Mayo's skull was returning, and fast. Taylor manages to create a sword from thin air, as if he now has access to a weaponry. Okay, that's the word. That's how you spell. Okay, that's fine. Weaponry at all times. Slicing through the dark magic. Managing to create an impressive of concrete to protect himself and his wife. Tom managing. No, not manages. What? Would it be manages? Tom manages. No, managing. So ing, because we're in the middle of it. Okay. I can life, I swear. Just slightly. It's fine. Everything's fine. Rife. Who now is working on healing a wound across the King of Skull's arm with a faint pink tint. I can't say anything because it's 3 p.m. Monster and some bread. I have one. I'm glad you have water now. And I'm glad you've eaten today, even if it's just bread. But please have more than just a monster. Water is good for you. Water good. It's when Rose is to stop next to this. That's when it happens. Alice and Rose teleported away from the fight before anyone can reach them. The young peasant. The one with enough Anger to save or destroy worlds. One who's been abandoned by the good in by the good. Yeah. Wow. Why do I keep spelling will with one O? Okay, I'm not your mom, but hi, Galaxy. Welcome in. Will you join us? Accept a disoriented voice. No. I have no children, Galaxy. None. No children. Okay. This is just what we're doing now. Alright. Ugh. But we are now on page 20. Almost to 21, actually. And we're almost done with the outline. We just have to get to there. From here to here. So, we're almost done. Voice out. The goods never abandoned me. Alice hisses out. Rose letting out. Soft. But angry growls. After all, Alice is the only reason this could still do this. Never abandoned you? No, it Google Docs. Let fucking work. Please. Please. Okay. They call out. Link to flashbacks. Poppy. King Bertie. Planet Bobcat. Nice respawn. All's out with a younger version. The original voice looking up. Poppy must be who's doing this. Notes, people. Pandora, Poppy. Okay. According to the prophecy, the only way to change fate is this way. We need to convince Miss Arby's to join us. That's the only way we'll succeed. Poppy replies nicely. Silly. It's when the scene changes from a dark, dreary cave to Lio's skull when Alice was younger. Ooh, what do I... No. This is out. Hydrate? Okay, I will hydrate. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Thank you for the hydrate. Hitching? Fetching? Nerd. Look it up. To do. Figure out word, page 20. Boop. Figure out word. Page 20. Snarls out. Do do do. Wordy word. We did. Where? I love this. A flashback of us getting bullied badly. Some kids being nice and just calling her names or telling her to... Yeah, those are the nice parts. Others, though? No. Holding her down. Her. So when eyes flash back, turn a reddish orange color for Airly. She attacks the other students. Least of them. And saying the rest to get scrapes and bruises. An eyeball on the ground with a fearful brown eye. A fearful brown, red dripping off her through the wound on her arm. A large gash across her all over. It's when the adults there scolding her. Even her mother, even with all her injuries, even though the others even admitted in some cases to what they had done. Hello, Frost. Morning, April. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. We are on page 21 of the story. I am about here-ish on the outline, so we're pretty close to done. But I do have to go back and make the fight sound better. Because I feel like I can make another, like, I don't know, a few pages based on that alone. I need to add so many details to that, but that's fine. For the first draft, we're almost done with the first draft. So, yippee! And then I'm going to let people read it, get their feedback, which I know some of it is just going to be, please add more detail, which perfectly fine, but here's my logic. Once that's done, I at least have a rough draft, and then I don't have to touch it for a little bit. So I'll actually, neat? Yeah. So I'll actually be able to then, oh, okay, let's add this in. But then there's other things I need to mess with within the story. So it's almost at the point where I can send it to someone to read. So, yippee! I'm very happy about that. Then flips to show Alice, and the family now calls a base. Alice, having been grounded from her area, it didn't matter to anyone else that she had just been defending herself. She got too violent. So clearly she should have just taken it. It shows Gerlis bandaging her own wounds. Outside, a flashback towards real current Alice. Rose starts to nudge her slightly with her nose. Seeing her person cry from this, Rose's heart breaks just a little. After all, only Alice seems to actually fully remember this. The young pauses the flashback. That's when it fades. And people say I'm heartless. I may be evil, but I thought self-defense was always a thing fairies did. Says, trying to cast a spell. Alice, who manages to create a barrier around herself and Rose. a pastel green, color of the grass and plants who always protected her. So, when Piers, that's when he appears and sends out a wave sending the back. Still's birth father. Fuck, what did I name him? No! This is 90% of the thing, is what's their name again? No. Okay. How are you? First arm, shoulder, fully ready to her. If you don't mind me asking, what story? So, I actually made an outline for a story I wanted to make from scratch myself. So, it's my own personal story. I took concepts from other things, but the concept is basically Lost Princess gets adopted. When she finds out she was adopted, she and her siblings look to find out why. Once they find out why, they decide to make their family bigger. So they take small steps to do it. They find her biological parents and unconventionally adopt them as aunt and uncle. And they're currently freeing the sisters' people and parents at the moment. So, but what I did do is I gave myself some plot twists that I kind of want to add in, but I'm not positive on. And my favorite plot twist, the one I'm starting to implement, is the second one, which says the masterminds behind the whole thing, so the masterminds of who attacked the planet, heard of the prophecy and won one of the peasant children to join them. One of the peasant children being one of the main characters, this one being Alice. That's the only reason they attack / destroy that planet. So, we're at that point. That's where I'm at. And, But once I finish that, I know I need to add a bunch more stuff, which is fine. That, no problem. That's awesome. Thank you. And what I'm doing is I want to get the first rough draft done. I wanted at least 20 pages, and we're on 21. Halfway through 21, almost to 22, and we're still here. The fight, I feel like, could go a few pages, but I'm not adding a ton of details yet until I have A, finished the rough draft, at least vaguely, B, have gone back through and added certain things in as needed, and then C, I'm going to send it to a couple people I know that are willing to basically add feedback to it. Because the way I have this set up is anyone with link can comment, is how I have it set up. So I'm also going to let them know, like, hey, you guys can also look at this. And if it's not within the, where is it? To do, so stuff to do, or need, which things necessary to add / do, has that. Prophecy, more into on that, details, and then go back through that, and then more notes, which honestly I think I might be ignoring, which that's fine. Ads will be playing shortly, and then once I have their notes, then I'm gonna take it paragraph by paragraph, rewrite each paragraph into however many I need to add a lot more details and such, copy and paste all the however many paragraphs it takes to rewrite the one, and then paste it in there, and then make this story too. And what I'm hoping is, because I'm on page 21, I'm hoping to at least double the amount of pages. And each paragraph I want at least 2 from. But some of these paragraphs, like this one, is still this one. That's a full fucking page. So there will be a lot to add in, which is fine by me. So it's going to be a lot. But also, I'm going to BRB and go to the bathroom, and I will be right back. Alright, we are back, but ads are still playing, so I'm going to give everyone a minute or so. By a minute or so, I mean a few seconds. So, I'm going to give it a minute just to let it load. Has it. It says ads are done. Alice gives a slight nod. Rose pushes gently into side. lost control once. Ended his bullies. We're taking his... It's not going to be the happiest, but if we were 10. No, starts off. Says quietly. Gaining Alice's attention before continuing. Just quietly, comma. Our parents had the same reaction. Won't your story end the same way? Hearing Alice breathes in and out as if to calm herself. That's when her body starts to slightly spark magic. Be another disoriented voice with attack. Getting blown back, and the three of them they all make it back to where everyone else is fighting or healing. Hydrate. Okay. Hi, Amber. Shout out, Amber. Okay. Amber, we made it to page 21 and we're almost to page 22. And we're finally at the force for the outline. Yippee! So, yay. I have until about noon to finish this. And, page 21, nice. I know, thank you. I was just hoping to make it to page 20 at least, but making it to page 21 is so good. I'm so happy. But I also figure whenever I actually do rewrite it, I should be able to double or triple the page numbers, because some of the paragraphs are like half a page to a page, which I can turn into so many more paragraphs. Then I add more details and everything. I should be able to double and triple the numbers. So, I am excited. I'm very excited. That's when it's a bolt of lightning hits square his chest, causing him to fall. The three run over. How are you this morning? I'm doing pretty good. I have some Reiki. I am working on my story. I'm almost done with the first draft, so I'm excited about that. And I have someone coming over so I can crochet with them. And then I'm gonna make food for the week, and I'm just very good. How are you this fine time zone time and morning for you? It's also warm, but like not ridiculously hot like it was on Friday. Thank goodness. Because, yeah, that was, it was something. I don't like the heat that much. I'm not someone who can handle heat well. Especially since the only thing I have to work with is a fan. Although, I need to get my AC put in. For Tyler. Use longer. Good, I just got up. Plan to maybe go out today. Ooh! Nice! Let's see. Have Bible spell. There's nothing can do. Softly. This girl. She screams. What's an angry scream? A broken one. That's when she grabs her brother's sword. So spell. We're gonna do this. There's a con next week and I'm barely starting my big cosplay. Ooh, okay. Her brother's sword. Draws it in her magic. Comma. Symbol on both her brother and on the disoriented voices. A triangle on the symbol around the symbol on her brother. Okay. Dupe. That's not what I wanted. Cancel. Okay. Hey. This says pulsing her magic through the sword and through the symbols. Alive. No, I don't want a footer. Then this is screen. Her brother. A long, terrified scream. I'm trying to think of the color. An aqua teal glow around them and her brother. Tyler starts breathing shallowly. Armand comes over to work on healing him. Alice breathing heavily. That's when everyone is teleported to a cat into the palace. The voices, though, the darkness couldn't follow. That's Alice lapses. Cobalt catches her. The medics take her, Tyler, and all other injured to the infirmary. Okay, we're on page 22, guys. Yippee! I'm still working on the outline. We got to that. So, but we're at these points. I don't know if we'll finish it today, but we're at these points, and I'm so excited. Nice. Thank you. I'm so excited. Once the only injured left are the royals of both planets, as well as the Irelies. They talk. They talk about how April, this stream is making me better, thank you. Oh, you're welcome. I think you're welcome. And they talk. They talk. Oh, how managed to find out how and where they were trapped. Why they saved them. Tyler and Alice still conscious. Okay, I couldn't spell that. That's fine. No, that R there does not make sense. Okay. When she was teleported away with Rose, I was worried. Let's see, sister again. At Rose's head. Rose came to her. Okay, let's do that. Decides to speak up. So, I'm gonna make it so she can. Alright. Rose already can do telepathy, it's just... She knew this was coming. She didn't think she was. Not happy story time. Depressed sadness time is basically what it is right now. Which I'm okay with. Because, like, I want sad parts in the story, but, yes. She was gonna trade her life for those, says, head resting on Alice's chest, causing the two Rose, since when do you talk? Asks. I don't know if I'm gonna finish today. I might. I might work on this off stream as well. But page 22. But I figure if I can double or triple this, that'd be great. Boop. Okay. Okay. The curse my skull prevented me from speaking. Only one who had healed me could understand me. That was through telepathy. So, Rose answers. Did hear that animals do have abilities. No. What are they called? Absu animal, do. Familiar, yeah. Yeah, that they're familiar, but they're also an Absu animal. Do. Absu animals. Add. Save to keep. No, not that. Ignore. Okay. Okay. Guess of Roses is speaking. Opal says softly. Okay. To mean. Oops. This was on. Freya. I'm not sure if that's the best way, but dupe. And sure she'd her quietly. Considering the flashback, not surprised. Says quietly, causing others to look him. Okay. What flashback? injuries had happened. How Alice technically shouldn't have survived even the flashback. Explains. Yep. So. Whew. We're at page 22. And honestly, at this rate, I might get to page 25 before I even finish. Which is okay. I'm not complaining. I'm okay with getting to page 25. I'm not complaining. I do like it. I do like it. So, the way I'm thinking is they're all family now. But I'm thinking they're going to be one big family, and that I think Alice's magic is going to be related to her emotions. So that's going to be fun. Fuck, what did I call the princess of Lyoskull? That's the Earlies, that's fine. Okay. Royal family of Lyoskull. Okay. I gotta figure out names. Fuck. You know what? Should I call and torture you a bit? I mean, I can only go for another half hour because I got someone coming over to crochet with me. So, but also I don't even have Discord open because my computer does not like me right now for Discord. So, you can. I can't promise I'll answer though. Yay, computer. So, not much I can really do about that. So, you know what? What do I want to call a princess? Pinterest. Do. Yep, automatically log me in. Come on, board. Where's my board? Read. No. Here it is. Names. I'll just bug you later when we can annoy Guido. Okay, that's fine. Oh, I got so many of those. I got so many cursed memes. Allegra? No. Why would you name your child that? You know what? I think I like Evangeline. Evangeline. Princess. Just finished eating some chorizo and eggs. Nice. Before them. The only reason this is alive is because her emotions are tied to both Lyoskull and her magic. No. This is the word. Add to. So you do it once, but not. I'm gonna go work out and possibly. Please don't ruin your muscles. Please don't ruin your body, actually, in general. I don't think that's good for your health. Magic. Angel means dirty blonde hair pulled into a simple bun. String onto her face, briefly covering her head. Oh, Contria eyes. No. Mm-hmm. Heterochromia? Is that how you spell it? Copy. Okay. Oh, yeah, no. No. Heterochromia. Eyes. Um. Oh, and green. That's. She continues. I should be able to heal their injuries enough so that they can both wake up now. But if either gets attacked or anything of the sort, can't do anything. Okay. Others not? And even. But it's them. Wake. They wake up. I feel like that's slightly anticlimactic. I don't. Wow, I can't talk. Anticlimax. That's the word. That's absolutely the word. The last thing I remember is being hit by lightning, then just sadness happened. Sounds fully. So they explain everything. Mm-hmm. Alice will need to stay with us in our palace once she's able to leave. Cat. Queen of. Says softly. Hi. In order for her to be able to understand and wield her magic safely, the king answers. Will Still as voice breaking slightly. Okay. I mean, we're on page 23. I have not worked on that at all. Not really. So, but I'm also kind of taking it my own way, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. King, queen, look at each other briefly. Not all the time. Since her magic is tied to her emotions, need her to practice with minimal interference, especially at the start. Okay. That serves not quietly. Awfully soft yet firm. Soft yet firm. I love that. Honestly. Snots. Will Rose be there? Nods before asking. But nods. Yes. For now. So, I'll stay here since neither can actually teleport or be moved without causing injury. Well, says the others nod. So, Oz falls back asleep to the sound of them all talking. Okay. So, here's what I'm going to do. I know it's not noon, but I got 20 minutes. That's fine. This is in case anyone would like to join my Discord server. I am a bit active in there. I try to talk in it daily, at least here and there. This is for everyone. This is for subs. And I will see you guys all next time, which will be Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. EST. Bye-bye.